How's everybody doing today? I realize I'm a little tardy in making a video this week, but I have some stuff going on in my personal life that is kind of taking a little bit of a toll. My significant other, i.e. the RV fairy, is in the hospital, so I'm spending a lot of time back and forth with her, so please forgive me if the next couple of 3 videos are not on time, but I'm trying to do what I can here. So here's this week's video. If any of you guys have one of these old RVs, you're gonna have an awning like this. And if you notice, this awning, the way I have it set up, is a little bit crooked. At the end of the video, I'll explain exactly why that is. So here we go. I'm going to explain to you guys today how to put this away and how to set it up. I've seen a few different ways people doing it, and by my own experiences versus what other people tell me, here is what I think is the best way to do it. So here's how this goes. For these, this is the strap to pull this RV, or to pull the awning, sorry, to pull the awning, not the RV, the awning, in and out. Okay, that's your long distance strap there. You should also have one of these guys that assists with such endeavors. So I'm going to start, since this is out already, I'm going to start with putting this away. I'll put it away once, and then we'll drag it back out once, and then we can go over any little nuances and stuff. So first of all, we have these outriggers that attach up to the top. Okay, some people will attach them midway. I'll tell you why you shouldn't do that. So the first thing we're going to do here is we have these things here with notches. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop this all the way down. Make sure this awning is all the way down. So give me a second and we'll get that done. Okay, so now, as you can see, I have the RV all the way down, or the awning, sorry, not the RV, the awning. Okay, I have it all the way down. I have this retracted all the way down to there. Okay, at this point, these arms, okay, they're locked in here. They're locked in here by a little clasp right there. So you pull this clasp, and up at the top, if you pull these down, it unlocks it. If you pull this down, it unlocks it. Now you can pull these all the way down to the bottom. I'm sorry guys, this video is going to be a little bit not up to par, but I'm trying my best. Okay, so again, these little flap up top here, that's what these are for. Give this a little tug, and now see this just drop down. So now we can drag this all the way down. So these sit right down at the bottom there. This is all the way down as far as it can go. So now we can switch the RV, or switch RV, the awning up. So here's what we're gonna do. Is right up here, if you notice, there's a little switch here. to roll the RV down this way, to roll the RV up this way. I have to hold this because as soon as you flick that switch, because this is spring loaded, it's going to want to roll on its own. So I'm just going to flick it here. Hang on. I'm just going to flick it. And now there's tension on it. Now it wants to roll up. So we're just going to roll it up, let it roll up. Okay, there it is. Your RV is up. Now it's up. So now that it's up, you think that's good? We're good to just drive away? Not so much. We're still not quite done yet. So if you see these arms that stuck out at the top there are sticking out. So we need to get these closed up, right? So close these up, and these things, you got to lock this down. We do the same thing on the other side. This little tab gets down, that locks the arm inside so the arm's not flapping and banging up against the RV. And we tighten this down so it can't bounce around. And now everything's secure. And now you're ready to go down the road. So now let's extend it so we can show you guys how to get it out. So now you get to your campsite and you want to extend your awning. I don't know why I keep calling it an RV. It's an awning. It's an awning. Okay, first thing you do is loosen these, undo this. That releases that arm. Okay, go to the other side and do the same thing. You undo this thing, loosen it off. This thing, pull that out. Now that arm is loose. Now we're okay to pull the awning out. Grab your little bar here, your little awning grabber, and we're gonna go up there, and we are going to grab this little thing. Oh, hold on. First of all, we have to flick the switch. So now it goes down to come out. Remember that? Take this little thing and flick the flicker. And now that the flicker is flicked, you get to play catch the line with the thing, and now you can pull your RV out, or pull your awning out. I don't know why I keep saying that. Okay, do you notice that bar is a little bit warped? This bar here on mine is a little bit bent. It kind of does this one a little bit. I'll tell you why in a minute here. So now we pull this all the way out with this thing, get it to whatever point we want. So now because this switch is down, we can stop this awning wherever we want. But it's always a good idea to extend it out a little bit. All right, so there it is. So here's what we're going to do now. Now we are going to take this thing, which are the arms, and we're going to extend them up. Okay, so here's the thing, is some people tell me, if we're saying that you could just put them halfway up and then lock them in place with these things, right? Kind of like that. Hang on, let me get you from a different angle here. Kind of like that. Well, so I don't think that's a good idea, because what happens is when the wind blows, it kind of blows, makes the awning bounce a little bit, which pulls on this, which will pull that bar right out of the top of your RV. And that is not a good idea. That is an expensive fix, if it can even be fixed. So here is what I do. And I think this is how it's actually supposed to go. You see up at the top of the rail here, there's this thing, right? Underneath, you can grab it and pull it up. I think this is where this is supposed to go. So we're gonna push this all the way up. Oh, hang on. See, I just screwed up here a little bit. Get this down a little bit. So now we gotta loosen this off, right? Okay, now it can just float. Now that's locked in place, and this can still float. You don't want to tighten this down. Okay, and I'll tell you why in a minute here. So let's just do the other side. Okay, see, this is all loose, so it can float as necessary, right? Just like on the other side, you got this. You got this little deal here, which holds this thing in place. So we're going to push this up, lock it in until it clicks. Now we can raise the awning, because if you notice, it's still really low. So let me get that done, and then I'll get back to you guys in a second. Okay, so here we go. We got this all the way up on both sides. Okay, and for this, I just take this little strap and I'll wrap it around one side of here, to keep it out of the way, keep it from blowing around. See, so now these are up at the top, but they're extended. So now when your RV flexes, if you get a bit of a breeze and it blows a little bit, see how those are just kind of walking with the breeze? So now you have no threat of ripping them out of here. That's not going to rip out, because these can float, right? If you had them tightened in, this couldn't move back and forth with the breeze. That needs to be able to move back and forth with the breeze, otherwise you're going to rip it out at the top there. Here's another little pro tip, is when you have your awning out, you can see mine is at a little bit of an angle. Well, normally I do that. There was one day last week where I forgot to do that when I set the awning out, and I didn't think about it, and then it rained. So when it rained, I had probably 100 gallons of water sitting right in here, just like a little bubble, and it almost caved the RV in, and it bent this rod. Okay, so had that sat a little bit longer, or I not caught that in time, it would have ripped this whole RV down. That's a $5,000 fix, if not more. But I managed to just drop one side, all that water poured out, and so this rod is now a little bit bent, but it's still usable. All right. So when we drop it to one side a little bit, that is so the rain can all fall down off of one side and it doesn't collect in the middle and pull your RV on it, or pull your awning. I'm sorry, RV, I might have to do this again. Pull your awning out from the RV, and it won't cost you a whole bunch of money. And at first I thought, well, that looks a little stupid. Why would somebody put it up crooked? Well, that's why. So all the rain can drain off one side, and you can pick whichever side you want the rain to drain off of. All right, and you notice a lot of these RVs have that little roller up at the top there. Well, here's why. Because when you open your door, if your RV is low enough, this little wheel runs along your awning and doesn't rip the shit out of it. And some of them will even have your screen door set up there so that your screen door doesn't wreck either. But if you have your awning up high enough, properly like it's supposed to be, then you may not even have to worry about that. So sorry about that, people. So there you go. I hope this was useful for you. If it was, please leave a like, subscribe if you want. I would very much appreciate that, and we'll see you all next week. Thank you.